what's going on. All right. So I didn't do it. So this mute yourself, please, Joe. So this episode right now, I'm just going to talk about what's it took me like 10 minutes to try to get you in here, but it seems like when you have to understand you've got Guardian, right? Guardian is AI Guardian is running. AI Guardian is controlled by the government, right? And AI Guardian basically has access to everything, right? It has access to the back doors to YouTube. It has access to the back doors to Facebook Guardian. And this Guardian is basically a proto AGI. That's why the head of the NSA is on the board of of OpenAI. The chairman of the NSA was, and now Trump is going to have a guy on the board, the fucking of OpenAI, and and he controls the NSA. So imagine, and this is reason why this is my theory. This is my theory. The reason why I couldn't connect is because basically all this data is going through this algorithm. It sees that I'm going to talk about JD Vance. We're going to talk about DEA. If you go look at my, in the last video, I did this whole video, and it just quit, and it didn't upload to YouTube prior to this. So then I said, fuck, because I was like, where the fuck is Joe? And he's fucking naked, taking a shower. I got images of him banging his beautiful wife, and I'm jealous because I'm a monk now and I don't bang anyone, right? Because I'm celibate monk. I just bang this. I bang this, and I haven't banged this in a long time because I'm just too busy. I mean, I had time to bang this. So anyway, so so I couldn't get on, so I was a little frustrated. And anyway, so I said, fuck it. He was like, we're trying to connect. He says, oh, I'm getting a spinning wheel because Guardian is blocking his IP. It knows because I sent the thing out. It knows. So anyway, that's my theory. But so what I have to do is relaunch, and then afterwards I'll add the description and add the title and everything else. So it just says Move to Japan. That's the only way we can kind of get it going. So hey Joe, how you doing? How was your banging? Did you bang?
No.
Unfortunately. This is look how beautiful it is. I'm on my walk right now. Look.
I know, it's beautiful sky.
So I walked. Actually, I might as well walk again because I'm a fat fuck like you. So on Saturdays, if the weather is good,
I weigh 234 and I'm going to drop 25 pounds. Go ahead.
So we're I'm about you. I'm a little bit less than you. All right. So so if the weather's nice like this, sunny day, then this is our route. Obviously, we wanted to start like I wanted to start like 2 hours earlier. Right. What's happening here? Okay, let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. No, I don't want to remove the guests again. I won't review ever again. I will never remove you. Let me just pin the merch real quick. I'm gonna pin the merch. So anyway, why don't you talk about what the fuck is going on in fucking Black Hawk helicopters, right? Whacking into civilian air. What fuck is going on? I want to hear. Let's just get I want to hear right. I want to get right into it.
So in 2019, after Trump took office, he somebody on his administration. Can you hear me? Hello? Is anybody there?
Muted. I got myself muted. Your camera's weird. I don't know what happened. There you go.
Yeah,
I got myself muted. I'm just listening to you.
All right. So Trump's administration, the first go around, somebody in there starts a portion of this. It's a DEI program. I guess he wasn't. That wasn't a topic. That wasn't a tool he was pretending that mattered back then, as it is now. But back then, he actually.
No, I'm gonna jump in. Okay, no, that's not true. It's part of Project 2025, and it's part of the fucking Schedule F. They just didn't add it in there. It's always been in there in the document that he has. Right. What we saw is the marketing piece. right? They've got a playbook version on
Can you
so
wait a minute?
every
Hold
step.
on, hold on. Hold on. I don't think you understood me right because you were going off in a completely different direction. Let me slow down so you understand what I'm saying. In his first presidency, Trump's first presidency, pre-Project 25,
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
had.
Got you.
Uh,
I understand.
so
Go on.
so Well, here I'll tell you what happened, and I'll backwards engineer it for you. So Trump, a helicopter, a Black Hawk helicopter with 3 people, 3 military servicemen, active duty, run into a fucking civilian plane, killing all 67, everybody on board, women, children, and army guys. And it happened in D.C. 2 days ago. And the reason that it happened is they think that they were light on people, on air traffic controllers, obviously. So Trump comes out to try and get ahead of the message of something that he was trying to jump ahead of, was the fact that 8 days ago he put out the vast email that said, and this included like 50,000 people within the aviation area, FAA. So, and then he put out that email that said, take a severance pay or resign. I mean, resign and take a severance pay or get fired, whatever idiotic thing he did. Well, 100 people left, and it weakened the already weakened fucking staff.
I thought it was like 270 left.
So anyway, let me finish the story because you got to hear the whole thing, and then I'm almost over. So Trump actually fucking cut down the staff. I think it was, they cut down over 100 people, and he froze the hiring. So he said, everybody, you're fired. Whether he fired them or they resigned, 100 people got let go 8 days ago in this area. And then he said, hey, nobody's getting fired. Nobody's getting hired right now. So then 8 days later, the helicopter plane crash happens. He jumps on the news, and this is the most poetic, beautiful thing that could have ever happened out of this story. That's so tragic. And it's this. Trump goes on to blame DEI programs, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, and everybody but himself to try to hide the fact that 8 days ago he fucking did what he did. Now, here's the weird part. He takes out a document that's from the FAA website and starts reading it as if it was from Joe Biden's website, from when Joe Biden, and his general excuse was, hey, it's not my fault. This is what Joe Biden did in my first term. I had the smartest people working for the FAA. Joe Biden came in and did this DEI thing and got rid of all the smart people and hired a bunch of people with severe mental abilities. And here, let me prove.
Dwarfism. That was fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
so now this gets you gotta just maintain and hold. Listen, this is gonna blow your mind. So he, in his defense of his obvious, completely and utterly, what do you call that when you're not competent? Incompetence. When in his utter incompetence, he's reading, trying to blame shift like he does what he's so good at, and he starts reading from the website of the FAA, and he doesn't know what he's reading is something he put up back in 2019. Listen to this, and this is just coming out tonight over here. So he reads all those things that you heard: severe mentally capable, severe limbs missing, dwarfism. All this is ridiculous that they would put all these people in here. And he didn't realize that fucking part that he read from came out when he was the fucking president in 2000. And now he's doing backup to try and cover it. It just hit the news tonight about 6 hours ago. He was reading from his own FAA while he was the president. And not only did he not change what he proves, that he didn't change things. He said Obama came in and made it shitty and he made it better. And then Biden came in and made it shitty. And that's why the plane crashed. Well, okay, so Biden made it shitty 4 years ago, and exactly 4 years and 2 months later, or 4 weeks later, a plane crashes. Give me a break. But then on top of that, he reads off the one thing that he did when he took over. Not only did he not change it, what Obama did, he lied and he's been caught, but he actually started the program to add in the dwarfism and the limb loss and all the other stuff. It started in 2000 and fucking it was whatever the dates were. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. So he's literally reading off his own shit, pawning it off. He didn't know this, pawning it off as if it was the sorry ass Bidens that put retards and halfwits and midgets.
All right. I'm going to jump in here. Okay. So I want to basically talk. I want to talk about. I want you to mute yourself, and my turn to talk for fucking ever, right? I want to talk about and just talk, and then I'll let you respond. But you have to understand. Let's just start with this whole DEI fucking bullshit. All right. You have to understand. MAGA DEI, right? MAGA DEI, and MAGA merit are two very fucking. They don't even have the same fucking definition when it comes to what Biden or Obama or what a normal person has. So you have to understand that this is why. See, this is why you always push back when I call him, the American Hitler 1933. It is literally, it is 1933 all over again. Hitler takes power January 20th, and what does he do? He's doing exactly what fucking Trump is doing right fucking now. They got the fucking state. They start kicking out the fucking. So back then, DEI meant Jew. Okay? This time around, DEI means black person, minority person. It is a code word for getting rid of the vermin. You're muted. You're muted. I'm not hearing you.
You know who Peter Thiel is. You can hear me now. You know who Peter Thiel is.
Yes.
Well, Peter Thiel.
Listen, Peter Thiel. JD Vance, Peter Thiel. Yeah, go on. All right.
The guy that they're getting all their advice from, that you might know his name, he's literally said, we need to get Americans used to dictator. America, we need to erase the current system of government, delete it, word for word, delete it, and we need to put a CEO in there.
Peter Thiel said that, or another guy?
Peter Thiel's buddy. I'm going to give you the name here in a minute. I got to look it up again.
So, all right. So there's a.
So they want a dictatorship in America, and this guy, the guy said that Americans have to get used to it.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up, and let me just tell you. I'm going to tell you the backstory here. All right. There is a cabal, a literal cabal. All right, and the literal cabal is headed by a very reclusive guy. Right. His name is he's a guy behind Brexit. I can't name his name right now. Fucking A, dude. I can't remember. The hell's his name? Robert Mercer. So the guy that sits at the head of the table, right, is Robert Mercer. To his right is this guy you're talking about. And on the other side of him is the guy who basically focuses on the federal and the judges. He's a guy who got basically all these fuckheads appointed, right? And I can't think of his name. He's head of the Federalist Society, all these billions of dollars. And then they've got some other people that are invited in there, one being Elon Musk and others. So you have to understand, Robert Mercer has had a room in the fucking White House. In 2014, he took his algorithm, his black box algorithm shit, and he weaponized it by launching, and Cambridge Analytica was their first thing, and in 2014 they started getting autocrats elected. So I lost you, Joe. I wonder if he's going to come back. So it's really interesting that they won. But what I want to basically talk about is that the MAGA DEI is code for like a Jewish person, right? Like a a minority person. Hitler would have used the term DEI for Jews, and they're getting rid of all the people who aren't white in the government. I guarantee all the people who were kicked out. And what do you think they got rid of? What do you think they got rid of the inspector generals? Because it's the inspector general's job to investigate this stuff. Right? Can't read, so dark. Who is? Yeah. Yes. There's Gitmo is Gitmo. Fucking Gitmo is fucking all right. So Gitmo is Dakar. So they're gonna have Gitmo running up by by March. So remember, I do the poll. Will Trump have the first concentration camp built by March? Yes, it's Gitmo, not Texas. That's going to be some other one. So Gitmo is Dachau, and 30,000 beds, dude. It's insane. And you have to understand that, again, going back to it, is DEI, MAGA DEI, hashtag MAGA DEI, right, is code for, undocumented. Undocumented, black, brown, right? And all the people getting purged, the 200 odd people got purged, they're all black. They're all fucking, who do you think runs the DEI program in the federal government? So the first thing they did was they made everyone Schedule F. The second thing they did was they fired all the inspector generals that are in charge of this shit. And the third thing they did, they started firing all the fucking leaders in the last, since Trump got thing. And now this is the result. You've got the the military chasing its tail. You got a white supremacist fucking Nazi running our fucking military now. He got approved. Look him up. See his videos. It's fucking insane. And what they're doing is they're literally just ripping the government. The most dangerous fucking place to be is in the skies, right? It really is. Around Atlanta, Georgia, I would not be fucking flying right now. And the thing is, you have to realize that the FAA is 3,000 people. It's on the website. It's been on the website. It takes a long time to train up an FAA guy or girl or whatever. So and then to run, and there's so many, and our systems are so antiquated because we don't want to spend money. We don't want to. So our whole FAA system is fucking obsolete. It needs to be ripped down. It needs to be redone. So of course you're gonna have a Black Hawk helicopter, slamming into a fucking pedestrian flight on Trump's watch when he and this is something else. The reason why, the reason why the FAA director was fired, it was because of Elon Musk. Elon Musk was upset because he fined him $600,000 for some abuse, and they were fighting. And Elon Musk had, was all up in his shit. And he's like, fuck it, I'm just getting out of here. And he's black. He happens to be a black guy. So what is merit? Merit is simply code for white dude who sucks, right? Donald Trump with a loyalty pledge. You understand that you have to pledge a loyalty in the Trump administration, right? So you have merit. It's not about qualifications. Merit is loyalty and white, right? Loyalty and white. So that's what's going on. I'll just look how all this stuff growing up over here. This is all, this is where I usually drive on that side. Sorry, I lost Joe, but it's just important. If you, I'll update the description stuff of this video. I can't really see it. Yeah, it is getting fucking. Well, it's what I said it would, right? I said concentration camps were coming. You've got and here your prices. I'm telling you, the smartest thing you can do is is sell up and move to Japan. I'm telling you, get the fuck out, dude. 1933. Do you want to risk where things are headed, or say fuck it, sell your house? There's a bubble right now. Sell your house. It's $30,000 to get an investment visa here, right? It's really simple. You have a tool. It's called Chat GPT, or now you're gonna have DeepSeek, right? That can translate anything, do all that stuff. right? You don't need to speak Japanese. You can do all the filings. You can talk to anyone. You can do everything, right? With it. AI, law. We're in the educational singularity, the moment where you can learn anything, anytime, anywhere. So it will. What are you writing here? So these prices will go. No, they're going to go up now, dude. The reason why the reason why the stock market the stock market is in a fucking bubble, right? We're gonna hit the top of this bubble and then the thing's gonna crash, in the next month or two. So be ready to sell out of your fucking cryptos and then buy in low, dude. A big crypto crash is coming. I think we still can get to about 125. That was my prediction 5 years ago. That we'll hit about 125 and 125 maybe. I don't think we'll hit 200, right? Looking at what things are going on now, but at least 125, and then there's going to be a massive bubble. It's going to be a big upheaval. So get ready. I'm going to probably, if Bitcoin hits 125 and all this other shit hits up there, I'm probably going to, is sell everything, right? And then sit and wait. Just go cash. I'm going to do, what's it called? What's his name? The investor, right? So Buffett always, what's Buffett's cash holdings, right? Buffett knows these guys have algorithms. So watch Buffett, and the crypto market is really much tied to the stock market now. So anyway, and then ride it out and then buy back in when shit's low. That's what I'm gonna do. But you have to understand, right? What does your 30,000 beds mean? It means that, all right, understand in the Nazi regime that you have in America, Nazi 2.0, it's Nazi, let's call it Nazi 2, right? We're going to call it new hashtag Nazi 2, right? You're living in Nazi 2, Nazi Germany, 1933, all over again. Instead of the Jews, it's the minorities, right? The undocs, right? They're being persecuted, even though they do $7 trillion worth of GDP and everything else. They are not showing up to work now, Thunder. They're not showing up to work. They're not picking the vegetables. They're afraid that a DEA raid will happen, and that they're running for the fucking hills, because the system that they have in the States now is that if you're around a felon, you're going. And I think you're going anyway. So regardless if you're an American or anything else, we saw that happen in New Jersey with the Puerto Rican vet who got picked up. And then when things really get going, and you've got the MAGA buses out there, right? They're the MAGA, Gestapo buses running around. They got a quota. They got to get so many to fill these beds, right? You're going to have people not showing up at restaurants, not showing up at hotel, at their jobs, everything else, and say, fuck it, dude, it's just not worth it. I mean, think about it. Would you? Right? Looks like I'm being blacklisted here. Being shadow banned by right. So the shadow ban is happening. I'm trying to flip my my in there. You see, it says I have no people, but you're chatting in there. If you're here, type something, because on my screen it looks like there's no people. So that's a psychological thing. It tries to get, there's no one in here, so you guys will quit, right? They can the AI Guardian that controls the entire YouTube interface. Guardian does. It can choose to hide the chat, whatever it wants to do, it can do. It can make your numbers look like zero. It can push people to you. And this is what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that DEI is code for, for minority, and merit is code for loyalist, right? They don't want you to know that. And they don't want you to know, what they're doing by just basically, you know, ripping apart the gov. So, you know, hey, see, look, it says 0. You just said hi, and there's 0 up there. Listen, O2, you know, you need to get, you need O2, you need to get, well, thank you, O2. You need to get O1. You need to, you could go in there. You are a quantum artifact, and you could tell this code, stop being a bitch to me, all right? You can control this code. So, you know, we're being throttled here. Anyway, so look at this here. So that's pretty scary to live in America. So move to Japan. There's 9+ million homes, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna get to this bridge. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I appreciate the likes. Unless there's someone talking, I'm not seeing anyone. It looks like there's 0 people here. So the psychological, look at all this growth here. You know, this is the only time of year you can ride your bike over all this stuff. You know, you'll have a uni that will just keep this clear. Right? Unis make unis. This right here is silos for all the rice. Right? A big silo bin here. Isn't this amazing? And oh, look at that. Oh, wow. You know, I can come up here and grab this stuff. I want this. This right here. What is this stuff here? Look at this stuff. Ah, it's soybeans. Nice. Edamame. This is edamame. This is really high. I want to come here and get some bags of this stuff, use it in my garden. It should be emptied out. Look, this is a whole thing here. Wow, it's all rusted out. They're not using this anymore. Look at that. It's all rusted out. So this thing is no longer working. Right? They need to take all this out. It's all rusted. It needs to be covered. I wonder if I could find a ladder here. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. This thing is broken here. Look, they have a water thing here for cleaning the sprays. Right? And this would fill up, obviously, and they would pick up. And interesting. Look how they built the stuff. Japanese are so fucking amazing. I think I'm gonna borrow this. It's cuckoo. Look at these sensors here. They got sensors here. Steam. Pallet here. These sensors all come in here. Wow. Look, they have a nest up there. An eagle built a nest. I don't think they're even using this anymore. It's just abandoned. Right? It's an old storage thing. I don't think it'll be interesting. Oh, on there. So interesting, this stuff here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get off and call Joe. And thanks for watching Undoubted. You guys have a good one. Peace.